Hello everyone! At a dinner party, one should eat wisely but not too well, and talk well but not too wisely. Somerset Maugham, an English playwright, novelist and short story writer. I am Tatiana Olaru, and today we will speak about holiday tables. In this lesson, we will read 3 tongue twisters with the sound k. We will discuss about table manners, we will learn new dishes and other food-related vocabulary, we will read a text for comprehension, and we will find specific information in the text. So, as usual, we will begin with a tongue twister that features the sound k. So the underlined words contain this sound. Let's see them. We have the words cup, coffee, copper, and coffee. Please check a dictionary in case you don't know some of the words. So I will read the tongue twister. A proper cup of coffee from a proper cup of coffee pot. Now let's see the second one. Cupcake, cook, cap, cooks, and cupcakes. Let's read it. A cupcake cook in a cupcake cook's cap cooks cupcakes. Good. And the last one features the words cookies, could, cook, and the rest of the words I have already mentioned. So now let's try to read it. How many cookies could a good cook cook if a good cook could cook cookies? Now you try. I am sure you will do a good job. So now imagine you have to lay an Easter or a Christmas table. What do you think you may need? So now imagine you have to lay a Christmas or an Easter table. What do you think you may need? So for a family get-together, I think we will begin with the tableware or the dishes. And when I say tableware, I mean plates, glasses, and cutlery. Cutlery, the knives, the forks, the spoons. Okay, now let's move to the dishes or particular food, like cabbage rolls, for example, like pudding, roast lamb, or mutton, beef, steak, pork. It can also be tinned or canned poultry or other type of meat, as well as homemade bread, salads, and even sour pickles. As for drinks or beverage, as they call it, it can be diverse. It can be from plain water to juice or even wine and champagne. So now let's practice these words, this vocabulary into sentences. So please don't forget to check a dictionary in case you don't know some of the words. So we have to fill in the blanks of using these words. So the first one, will you please go to the shop and buy some? Okay. Father likes neither pork nor beef. He prefers beef is a widely popular meat dish. The Christmas was set on the table. So you have to fill in the blanks with those words from above. Let's see the answers. Will you please go to the shop and buy some beverage? Father likes neither pork nor beef. He prefers poultry. Beefsteak is a widely popular meat dish. The Christmas pudding was set on the table. Bread has a special taste. It takes a housewife much more time to make than a salad. Is a traditional Easter food in Moldova. I enjoy our family. Okay, so let's see. Homemade bread has a special taste. It takes a housewife much more time to make cabbage rolls than a salad. Roast lamb is a traditional Easter food in Moldova. And I enjoy our family get-together. So now let's sit around the table. We will see if it is a holiday one. Of course, this table is just in the text that I have prepared for you. So let's read it together. Dinner was almost ready when Pa and Mr. Boast came back with the bobsled. The enormous rabbit was browning in the oven. Potatoes were boiling and the coffee pot bubbled on the back of the stove. The house was full of the good smells of roasting meat, hot bread and coffee. Laura spread the clean white tablecloth, and in the center of the table she set the glass sugar bowl, the glass jug full of cream, and the glass spoon holder full of silver spoons. Around the table, Carrie laid the knives and forks and filled the water glasses, while Laura set all the plates in a pile at Pa's place. Then at each place all around the table she cheerfully put a glass sauce dish holding half a canned peach in golden syrup. The table was beautiful. Before Pa, on the big platter, lay the huge roasted rabbit with piles of bread and onion stuffing, steaming around it. From a dish on one side stood a mound of mashed potatoes, and on the other side stood a bowl of rich brown gravy. There were plates of hot corn bread and of small hot biscuits. There was a dish of cucumber pickles. Ma poured the strong brown coffee and tea, while Pa heaped each plate with roast rabbit, stuffing, potatoes, and gravy. Okay, now we will have to find some information in this text. Let's find the number of people present at the dinner table. Okay, so these people are Pa and Mr. Boast, Laura, Carrie, and Ma. What each member of the family did. We have to find such information. So let's see. Laura spread the clean white tablecloth, and in the center of the table she set the glass sugar bowl, the glass jug full of cream, and the glass spoon holder full of silver spoons. Around the table, Carrie laid the knives and forks and filled the water glasses, while Laura set all the plates in a pile at Pa's place. Then at each place, all around the table, she cheerfully put a glass sauce dish holding half a canned peach in golden syrup. And Ma poured the strong brown coffee and tea, while Pa heaped each plate with roast rabbit, stuffing, potatoes, and gravy. Now we have to find information about the tableware. Do you remember what we said about tableware? These are the glass jug full of cream, glass spoon holder full of silver spoons, knives and forks, water glasses, plates, sauce dish, platter, and bowl. The food that was served at the dinner table. Let's see. Roasting meat, hot bread, coffee, canned peach in golden syrup, roasted rabbit, bread and onion stuffing, mashed potatoes, rich brown gravy, hot corn bread, and hot biscuits, and cucumber pickles. Okay, so when we are sitting around the table waiting for food to be served, we love asking each other questions and discussing. So I would like to speak about food and drinks you have at holiday parties in your families. Let's see. They can be salads, they can be cabbage rolls or roast meat, wine, champagne, juice, and plain water. Sitting around the table also implies some manners or table manners, that must be respected. Let's look at some of these table manners to keep in mind next time you sit around the table. So, do not help yourself to things from someone else's plate. Use your napkin. Elbows do not belong on the table. Bread should be eaten in bite-sized pieces. Do not eat until the host or the hostess has taken a bite. If you are finished, lay your silverware on your plate, lay your napkin to the left of your plate, and leave everything else alone. So, here is the quotation I have mentioned at the beginning of the lesson. At a dinner party, one should eat wisely but not too well, and talk well but not too wisely. So what could it mean? So it could mean that when you are invited out to eat or to a dinner party, eat before you go in case the food is served too late or in case you don't like it. Of course, when we go to a dinner party, we don't go just to eat, we go to socialize too. So that is why you have to control your eating, just eat little by eat little in small bites. So basically it means that you should eat enough so that your host is flattered and feels that you enjoyed your food, but not eat so much that they worry they did not provide you enough food. So as the lesson is coming to its end, let's look at the things that we have done together. So we have read tongue twisters with the sound k. We have discussed about table manners. We have learned new dishes and other food related vocabulary. We have read a text for comprehension, and we have found information, specific information in this text. See you next time.